We live in a world that preaches love but teaches cruelty. And I haven't had your average laugh, so I'm going to get to say what I'm going to say now, and it does have a point. But from a young age, we get taught to, when somebody does something, to forgive and to keep it a secret. And when it happens again when we're older, we immediately can forgive and keep it a secret. But along the way, there's people that restore faith in humanity. Like when I was 18, something happened, and a friend's dad put two and two together, and he actually helped me out, where I didn't have the trust to tell anybody that was part of my family, or that I should have actually been able to tell. But the reason why I say that is because we need to learn to love regardless. Like we say, don't have any expectations of other people, because that's the way that you're going to get hurt. But it's in our natural instinct to expect other people to treat us the way that we would treat them. And unfortunately, that isn't the case. But there's strength in remaining in love. There's strength in being able to decide that you will still care about humanity, and you will still care about people regardless of what's happened to you, regardless of what's still happening to you. You will remain strong, and not for the people that you're forgiving, but for yourself. There's an inch of us in people that can't be taken, that can't be destroyed, that can't be molded. There's an inch within us that remains strong. I call it soldier mode. But there really is an inch in us that keeps us who we are. And no matter what happens to us, no matter what the world does, no matter who does what to us, we must keep that inch within us. Because somehow we might be a guardian angel on somebody else's path, like what my friend's dad ended up restoring my faith in humanity when I least expected it. And we might not realize it, but we might be that person to somebody else, which is why I'm doing this video. A lot of people are being told to just stay positive and to forgive and forget, while everybody's preaching love, but they're showing cruelty. So it contradicts. So for the people that are feeling, but the world is contradicting to itself, you're not alone. There are other people that also remain in love while they see what's going on. There's others that will remain in love while not being naive. You can love humanity and still not trust them. You can love your friends and still not trust them. You can be positive but not naive. And if we just keep doing that, the world will be a better place, because we might restore the faith in humanity for somebody else that's something just happened to them and they're about to give up on humanity, or they think that there's nothing positive left. Then you might be that little beacon of light that shows them, keep holding yourself, keep staying strong, keep being positive, not for the sake of being positive, but for actually being a good person and making a change. Don't deny the things that has happened to you. Be proud that you survived it. Use that strength to know that it exists within you to survive other things that's coming. If something really bad has happened to you, then you know that you've already survived that. So whatever else comes in your path doesn't compare to what you've already been through. Have a bird's eye view of the bigger picture. Know that what other people do has to do with them and has nothing to do with you. You can just use whatever does happen to you to be extra strength. You can use whatever happens to you to know that you can still cultivate love for humanity regardless. I always think love them regardless whenever something happens. You can help others once you've been through something, because then you can literally put yourself in somebody else's shoes and understand where they're coming from. You can learn to dance in the rain, because everything that happens to us, or what we experience, is still part of the human experience. So you can learn to dance through it. You cannot let bad people have your power. You can remain positive, that there is hope for better and that people can change and that the world still has good people in it, regardless of what you're being shown. You can have a bigger picture and know that you can't be the only person that feels the way that you do. There's others that are feeling exactly the same way you do, and there's strength in recognizing that, and there's strength and positivity in realizing that there's others, and there's strength and positivity in wanting to be able to be there for others and to try and prevent what's happened to you to happen to other people, or to help others that's going through the same thing that you had to go through. It has a rippling effect. If you can remain positive and remain in love, there's a rippling effect even if you can't see it. But much rather that than becoming cruel, much rather that than being a tit for tat. This was done to me, now I have to do this to somebody else mentality is not going to make the world better in the long run. We have to start taking accountability for our own actions and not use what's happened to us as an excuse to do it to others. We need to become aware of the excuses that we give ourselves to get away with things that we wouldn't want done to ourselves. Just love regardless, you know?